Java through which we give accessibility to different variables or to different methods or even to class in Java. So access specifiers are those with which give the accessibility. So there are different access specifiers like public, private, protected, default. So these are different access specifiers which have their own, which means each specifier means something. Like public means it's available to everything. Private, it means it's available to some specific classes, or I can say. So with the help of these specifiers, we say something like we'll specify to a variable or to method. So we are restricting the user to make use of those variables if we don't want them to be used outside of the environment. We are restricting the users how we wanted those variables or those data has to be accessed outside the environment. So if we want something like this has to be private or this has to be applicable to only this class, we can say we can use a private access specifier and we can restrict the user so that cannot be accessed from another class or from another environment. So basic advantage of encapsulation here is we are hiding the data. Data hiding is achieved with data encapsulation, and this is really one of the best features of OOPS. So Java supports these features. So we have seen the OOPS concept, like I can say apply, abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance, and encapsulation. So Java supports all these features, and we will be seeing in detail programmatically each of these features and how we create programs with them. So the next feature of Java is multi-threading. So how does Java support or how does Java do multi-threading? So before seeing multi-threading, we'll see what a thread is. A thread means it's a sequential flow of execution. So basically a thread means it's a sequential flow of execution. So Java, it supports a multi-threading concept, which is really a good concept. What does this mean is what we can achieve with multi-threading is multitasking can be achieved. That means at a time or at the same time we can say programmatically that this particular task can be done at the same time another task can also be done. So both threads, thread T1 and thread T2, both the threads can act simultaneously on different tasks, I can say. So as well as we can restrict, we can say synchronization of threads can be done. So we can log the thread. I can say thread T1 do this task and stop another task until the task 1 is done. We can log the thread, which can be achieved through synchronization of threads. So Java supports this multi-threading concept. It's really a very good concept, and we can see n number of programs through threads, how Java supports all these features and programmatically how we can write. The next feature of Java is networking. What does this mean? Basically, let's see what a network means. Then, two or more systems, when more than two systems, they share the resources, then they are said to be network. So there are two systems, when they share some resources, then we say they are in network. So how does, through the network, the data transmission will happen? That is through protocols. So the data has to be transmitted or has to be transmitted across these systems. The transmission of the data will be taken place with the help of protocols. So Java, it has built-in classes which support, which implements both connection-oriented as well as connection-less protocols. There are so many classes, built-in classes in Java which support networking, through which systematically how these things can be achieved with Java. So these were some of the features of Java. Apart from that, security is Java supports security. So very good security can be achieved or can be done with Java. So these were some of the features, or these were the conceptually I can say what Java does and what are the features of Java. So we have seen like the features and concepts. Let's see how a basic Java program looks like. A basic Java program looks something like this. There, from line 1 to 4, which have been written in slash asterisk and asterisk slash, are said to be commenting or commentation. Java supports single line commenting, multi-line commenting. Now what does that mean? So in the comments, you can define, you can write what the program below is for, what is the functionality it is doing. So you can give some information about that program in a comment. You can write in a comment, as well as who has written that program or who has created that program and when the program was created. So you can give some information so that another developer or another programmer can understand what is it saying. So there comes a new programmer. So by seeing that information, he will know, oh, what is this class or what is this program is saying about. So comments are basically used to say something related to the program. The line 5 is the actual where your program starts. So in the line 5, it says public space class space hello Java. What does that mean? Public, as I said, is an access specifier. Now what is it is? A public access specifier means this particular class can be accessed from anywhere, from even outside of the package. So what is a package here? I can say a package can be referred to as a directory. To compare with C or C++, we can say a package is referred to as a directory and a class can be referred to as file. So in a directory, as we will have different files, similarly, in a package, we can have n number of classes. So why do we need packages? Because to avoid conflict, like there can be same name of the class which can be used for some purpose else. So we can use the same class name across different packages. And this class means in this package, this class is for one purpose, and in another package, the same class name is meant for some other purpose. So basically, to avoid naming conflicts, we use packages, as well as to put similar source code under one package or one directory. So public is the access specifier, which means this class can be accessed across any package or across packages. Class is a keyword. It's called reserved keyword, which means usually reserved keyword should not be used for any naming convention, either for a class or for variables or for method declarations. So reserved keywords, they have their own purpose or they have their own meaning. So class is a reserved word